welcome to the Rupp Arena here in Lexington, Kentucky. And boy, oh boy, do we have a phenomenal way to start off the action here tonight on simulcast SimWorld TV and CBS. We had the number 8 Texas Longhorns taking on the number 2 Kentucky Wildcats in the SimWorld U Game of the Week. I'm B-Ron, and joining me tonight is Maestro, who you may have heard made a SimWorld Today debut. Now me and Maestro back here again on the call for the SimWorld U Game of the Week. Maestro, good to have you here with me.
It's good to be here. Thank you so much. My PO said he'd definitely take your reports in and make sure that I was doing what I was supposed to do today. And yeah, there we go.
You are a good man. You're on time, as you should be. And you are a valued member of the team. Well, look, good to have you here, Maestro. And this game is going to be a crucial one for Kentucky, coming off of a loss in their last one. And there is a trade trust that does not go. Kentucky, their first loss of the season last time out against their instant rival, the Louisville Cardinals. That was a 71-64 loss. Meanwhile, Texas, on the other hand, winners of 5 in a row, 9-3, coming into this game. Their last one, the win against USC, 70-50, on November 13th.
You know, B-Ron, I just say it right now. Kentucky cannot afford to do the waiting game. They can't afford to just sit around and let the games come to them. That's how Louisville got them last time. What did they do? They brought the fight to them. So obviously, I think Kentucky took notes of that when they watched the game tape. And look at what they're doing tonight. They're coming down, being aggressive right away.
Yeah, no waiting in that guys. Arsenal Glory tape getting the scoring going for the Wildcats. Him along with Jameson Johnson are the two main guys on this team to watch out for. You obviously have the freshmen of Trey Truss and the Donis Knight as well. But Jameson Johnson and Glory Tate are the main two on this Wildcat squad to really look out for. Meanwhile, for Texas, you have a big 3 developing, as I've kind of, given them that moniker there of the 2 freshmen, Vincent Magic and Arthur Lattimore, and of course the Monte Claudio, the senior for this Longhorn squad. Lattimore actually leads the team. It was supposed to be Claudio's team, but Lattimore has inserted himself into that leading man role. 16.4 points per game coming into this one. Meanwhile, both Magic and Claudio averaging 12 points respectively.
You know, the funniest thing, B-Ron, we get that point in the season now, right? Where even though it's early, it's not. Like, teams' identities are starting to form. People are getting an idea of what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to do it, when they're supposed to do it. All those things are kicking in, right? So now what needs to happen now? You need to settle in who you're going to be. We thought the scorers were going to be this group. We turned out to be this group is stepping up. The freshmen are kicking in, but we thought the upperclassmen were going to kick in. All those things are starting to congeal now, and whether that's translating from practice to the court or the court to the mid-practice game or whatever's going on, it's happening. And what the coaches need to do now is here's where they start to earn their money. How do I make sure that my best guns are always out there ready to fire to give us the best chance to win? Because now, guess what? The wins start getting real as we get into conference play.
Exactly, yeah, the wins are going to start to matter more. And speaking of conference play, Maestro, if this were football, this would be a conference game, but it's not. Texas is where they belong, in the Big 12, where all the other Texas teams and the surrounding area. Kentucky is right where they should be in the SEC.
I know, all these rules, right? It's hard to follow who's with what. Well, football's kind of easy because football, you only have 134 Division I teams to kind of look at. Basketball, we're looking at least, 214 or 216 or something like that.
Something like that. Well, here in SimWorld U have a little less than that to worry about, so it's not as many here to keep track of. So thank goodness in a lot of regards. And Kentucky right now, 7-0 lead, but that's not going to matter too much longer as Monte Claudio with a great fadeaway jumper there over Jameson Johnson, making it 7-2. Pretty move from the senior team captain as well.
You know, I think both teams are ready to make some kind of statement. Texas realized they need to get off the gate early, and that still is definitely going to have that happen.
Yeah, steal from Vincent Magic. Coming back the other way with it is Texas now. Screen from Lattimore. Pass inside. Little jumper up and good. Great work there from the Longhorn possession on that one offensively. Maestro, let's switch gears. Let's talk about what these teams need to do. Let's talk keys to victory for Kentucky first.
Well, I'm just going to say it right now. Kentucky needs to find a way to make sure their big guy, Jamison Johnson, has the kind of game he needs to have to control what's going on. He is leading the team in points. He is leading the team in offensive rebounds and total rebounds. And he's only like an assist and a third down for being one of the leaders in assists. He needs to have his game tonight because he's going up against what? A group that is balanced all the way throughout with shooters and with people who can play inside and out, as you talked about earlier.
Glory Tate by the three, can't get that one to go. Texas cut this Wildcat lead down to just one. They'll try to the lead here. They do not on the in and out. Great look though in the corner. But here's a chance for the Wildcats to extend it. Another three from Tate. That one also in and out, no good. Lattimore on the rebound. Back with action here, Maestro, as we start this one out for Texas, though. What do they have to do to walk out of here victorious and upset the number 2 team in the nation?
But Texas.
Foul and one! We cut you off, Maestro. I apologize. Jamison Johnson, foul Benson Magic. Magic made him pay for it. And they go to the free throw line for 1 to make it 9-7 potentially.
Well, let's just get down to the killer freshman, right? The Magic, the law firm of Magic, Lattimore, and you know what? It's going to kick at least one upperclassman in there, kind of, sort of, maybe not really. No, okay, I'm not going to do it. Lattimore, Magic, and Young. What are those three going to do tonight to be that three that you talked about earlier? That's going to give Texas the opportunity to be in the game the way they need to, because we can always look to see that DeMonte Claudio is going to hopefully maybe neutralize out the big on the other side, the Jamison Jew we talked about, but we can't count on that, right? As though he might be the team captain, he's got his hands full. But if he can manage to do that, then we can go on the other side and get those big three in. Texas got a shot.
Exactly. We'll see what kind of changes are made. Break time. Come right back, folks.
Siendo pozza di bruciato.
Non sono io l'infiltrato. Mi mancate di rispetto. Le vostre madri si vergognerebbero di voi.
Parla proprio come noi!
Welcome back, everyone. 9-7 Longhorns after a early Kentucky 7-0 lead to start this one out. Longhorns came roaring back, and they have hooked the Wildcats right now, trailing now by 2. What I did there, Mike? You like that? Yeah.
That's how you did there.
Yeah, that was good, right? That was good. Well, look, you know, college coaches are a big part of these players' developments, Maestro. And both coaches have different styles in terms of how they're going to run their teams. Especially offensively, we called a high post offense style of game last week. We got another one here with Texas also running a high post style of offense, while Kentucky, they want to play at a breakneck pace and out and run. Those are very contrasting styles, Maestro.
So now, what does that come down to? The two things, I should say the one thing that both of those styles have in common is how you handle your transition game. Kentucky wants to make their transition game and push it all the way to the rim. Texas wants to take their transition game and pull it in and reset up their offense to use their bigs as strength. But however, we see that both of these teams have the ability to do what? Have the ability to get up and down and make it a Greyhound race car match. And the next thing you know, we're going to find ourselves reaching for oxygen, because I know already I'm smelling those Chick-fil-A sandwiches on the other side of them. There, my dude. And I'm feeling some of that.
There's Monte Claudio up to the challenge of facing Jamison Johnson, the number 3 ranked player on a lot of SWBA's draft boards coming into this season. And there's a steal from Vincent Magic on Trey Trust. It is Texas. Claudio again! Running the floor. Reward the big guy with 2 points
good,
there.
Claudio. Make me look good, Claudio. Make me look good. I just called you out and you delivering.
Delivering big time here. 13-7 Texas on a bit of a run here. And Maestro, who doesn't love sports? right?
I don't know.
I don't know either, right? I don't know. But, it's always better with a friend, too. So what we want you to do, tell all your friends about SimWorld, explain to them and tell them why this is such a good place to be, why you like it so much. Because if you like it, they might like it too, right? Bring them in. You get them involved here as a head coach, as a super fan. You'll get some EMs. They'll get some EMs, 5,000 EMs to be exact. If you all get that, the referral bonuses, and they'll get a signing bonus as well. So you help them, they help you. You get them to be a part of this great experience, which is all over here in Discord, discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops, and of course, SimWorldSports.com. And remember, guys, SimWorld's the only place you can see the game, be the game.
Let me tell you right now, if you don't like sports and you come to my house, I will lock you in my trunk and lead the search for your body, crying all the time in every press conference how much I miss you.
Man, Maestro coming out aggressive with the comments in Texas.
Let's go.
Aggressive with the defense as well. They've gotten 3 or 4 steals in the last few possessions here, Maestro. They've really turned it up defensively here, and that's been giving Kentucky a lot of fit.
So what does that tell you? That many steals in a row, B-Ron? It tells you that there is a ball focus, hand balance focus, and also that they are taking advantage of any lackadaisicalness that's happening on the other side and making them pay right away.
Exactly, and it's so nice to see the team make you pay. And there's Glory Pay! The Glory one flying through the sky. 13-9.
That's that spicy honey mustard sauce there for you, boo.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Glory Tape plays from beyond the arch, back in his SimWorld Prep days. A lot of these kids, I'm not familiar, both these two teams have played in SimWorld Prep, and we've seen a lot more of that talent come up. It's Claudio working on Johnson, can't get it to go that time. And the transition, we talk about it, the transition from Prep to Pro. No, you're the Prep guy these days. And what is that transition like? There's a lot of freshmen on this floor too, for both sides, really.
Well, first thing it tells you is the level of ability that's being developed on the prep level, with the freshmen coming in right away to the level of the U and actually making an impact right away. So that's the first thing. The second thing is this: it truly separates the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. I see another great move by Claudio getting it done in the hizzy. There it is.
Man, that was a great move. Go ahead.
Yes, it was. But it told you something else too. That if you put in the time at SimWorld Prep, the highest level of prep ball in the universe, come on and fight me. I will go outside and fight all y'all. You put in the time there and do your work, you're gonna come here and you're gonna make an impact right away, fam.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta be active and engaged, and you gotta do things like that, produce, like Jameson Johnson does there. Getting the Wildcats lead a little, Longhorn lead a little smaller here, 15-11, 4-point lead for the Longhorns here. Nice step back, trying to make some space, being guarded by Adonis Knight. Magic swings it around to Claudio. Johnson now getting a double team on Claudio. Back out to Magic for 3. No good, in and out. Can't get it.
Great pass, great release, right on time. That was a good shot. You can take it like you want to. Make them pay with the alley-oop, baby.
Jameson Johnson throwing up the alley-oop to his fellow big man counterpart, D'Angelo Muto. 15-13. Don't look now, folks. Wildcats are down 2. And this is picking up here once again, almost midway through the first half of play here.
Are you saying Kentucky might lose 2 in a row there, dude?
Look, they very well could. They very well could. And there is a 3-pointer there from Lionel Burgos, from the sophomore from Crystal City, Texas. And that shot looked pretty crystal clear good to me.
Yes, it was. You know the best thing about Crystal City, Texas?
What's that?
Exactly.
Burgos there, got it. I like it. That was, and Stephon Burks there for Kentucky scored on that last one down. A wide open shot. No good there. And they're now throwing the face down. Johnson on the glass. Bringing the ball up himself. Gives it up to Muto. Inside to Burks.
Great cut, great pass.
Yeah, gives it back out. 3 from Knight. Can't get it that time. Still a 2-point Longhorn lead. They come back on the floor quickly. They quickly three transition. Rattles home.
He got all his money for that rim usage right there.
Yeah, he did. I believe it was Vincent Magic who knocked that one down. Makes it a 5-point Texas lead. Now Claudio with the defense on Jamison Johnson.
Claudio!
Get that out of here.
Here we go, Claudio!
Man, right now, Maestro, it seems like Ron Claudio is outplaying Jamison Johnson.
Say the words, B-Ron.
Outplaying Jamison Johnson. The spin move there inside on Jamison Johnson. Put 2 more on the board for the Longhorns and another timeout for Kentucky. We're going to take a quick break ourselves, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. An impressive start in this one, Maestro, for both teams. But really the story of this one, DeMonte Claudio's play over Jamison Johnson. Again, both Jamison Johnson, the number 3 ranked player on SWBA's draft boards. Claudio right now isn't even ranked on a lot of these draft boards. Claudio 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block already versus Jamison Johnson, who just has 2 points, 3 rebounds, and assists, and also 1 of 5 from the field so far right now. It's not a good start for him at all.
Not at all. And DeMonte C coming out with a dirty. So he's dirty DeMonte already, yo. And we still got 9 minutes left to go in the first half. I'm telling you something right now. Maestro, that's just me. I'm a third person myself. When I talked about him matching up against Jamison Johnson, I figured if he could hold hard that he give his victory a chance. He said, you know what, this is my show. I'm doing this right now, and he is getting it done on the defensive side, too. Let's just talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. And Claudio is a part of that big three. It's him, Magic, and Lattimore. And there's a foul on DeMonte Claudio, his first of the contest. D'Angelo Muto goes to the free throw line. But Maestro, the other thing, too, about this game so far is that Kentucky is struggling under the pressure that Texas is bringing on both Glory Tate and Jamison Johnson. Glory Tate so far only has 7 points in this one. Now, he is leading the team, yes, but he only has 7 points, and Johnson, again, only 2. So they've done a great job of neutralizing those 2 guys and trying to make everyone else beat them, and so far, they haven't done it.
Exactly. And what's interesting is, it's something you brought up in the game against Louisville. When you have somebody who's a spark plug, like Adonis Knight, who I'm obligated to say is the coolest name in the whole SimWorld universe, when you have a spark plug like that and you keep him on the bench and you let him wait, by the time he's able to give you a spark, it might be too late. Kentucky found that out in the last game. Hopefully they won't wait too long this time to find out the thing.
Exactly, and Texas on the other end, they are looking like a well-oiled machine here. Everybody's doing a bit of everything to help out. Meanwhile, like I said, Kentucky really struggling, trying to get their 2 big stars involved. No one else is really stepping in to fill out the space right now. Flying through the air is Vincent Magic.
He did not announce his departure or arrival, and he's going to get a ticket for that. FA's going to get him.
No surprise there. And, people compare Magic, Russell Westbrook a lot, and that's one of those times where I see it, man. I see the vision, and I'm here for it. Back-to-back turnover, sloppy play, 3-pointer, no good from Knight.
But Texas forced a turnover. That was the first sloppy turnover that Texas actually committed. So they just got a little ahead of themselves. They're going to settle it down right now and get into their game.
Yeah, you don't want to see too many of those. As Lattimore gives it over to Magic. Young, give him a screen. Anthony Young does give him a screen. Magic now being defended by Knight. Turn jumper. Good. Man.
Tough shot.
Honest Knight put his hand up to play defense, but it didn't matter. And the fans here were not happy about it. Bluebirds coming out here for the Blue Bloods. They're not looking too good. We're also glad they're not going to make it for it. I think it doesn't care about there. 26-17.
Kentucky's going to need more of that. They're going to need to get some stops here to make sure those points count, and that's what the defense starts for them right there.
That's the back part of the play.
Black party, baby.
2 blocks in a row, and now Kentucky looking to score here again. Udo got to get a setup here quickly for 3 seconds, and the team didn't have to narrow. Didn't call 3 seconds, but I will say. Green, Knight around attacking, good.
Once again, spark plug.
Coming through and definitely trying to start off the bench here. You mentioned it, Master, they're going to need that tonight from Adonis Knight and everyone else again too. If they're going to want to stay being number 2 and avoid their second straight loss in a row, Memphis is trying to avoid their second loss in a row as well tonight. Have Cunningham's foul on him, his first of the game. Oh, free throw line time. That's Devontae Minton for Texas from Lovington, New Mexico. Senior on his Longhorn squad, 6'5", 205 pounds.
Very strong handle. I want to see him more attacking the basket a lot soon. He had a couple opportunities. He just did not do it. He's going to learn, and hopefully at this particular point, see if we get the successful position there, B-Ron, to attack those open buckets whenever they're there.
Yeah, exactly. And, this is a kid who's not going to show a lot of emotion on the floor. Very, very, very tough personality. And you can give it in your favor sometimes. There's anything like this where emotions are high in general. Game of the week, everything else around it, all the fanfare around it. You don't have a guy like that around on your team.
Yeah. And sometimes it needs that, B-Ron. Somebody has to stay within themselves to give everybody the opportunity to expand out.
Exactly, 100% right there. Is Phoenix Wyatt scoring there for the Longhorns? Is they're up 10 here, trying to cut it down a little bit. They do with the 3-pointer. Great shot there from Kadarius Sylvia. Needed that big time.
Ice cold in his blood veins, I tell you, man. That's something that his team needed and got the crowd woken up just a little bit.
And that'll be big. Rupp Arena. Need the crowd on your side. This is one of the more tougher environments to play at in SimWorld U, given how strong Kentucky is. But Jin Song Gang having a foul called on him. Arthur Lattimore shakes that off, rushes through it, gets the basket, and now a chance to add one more onto it as well. They get the lead back up to 10.
Kentucky cannot afford to allow Texas to walk out on them. And I mean that in the way of, as much as Kentucky can play at that breakneck pace, right? Texas has shown that they can do that too. So Kentucky needs to know that they need to always stay within arm's reach of Texas here. Otherwise, there's going to be problems.
Absolutely. And, look, we're down to the final 5 minutes of the first half. You mentioned then arms reach, Maestro. What's that number looking like for you? The magic number that Kentucky needs to be at before halftime. It's alley-oop pass. Hang on a second. Alley-oop pass from Trey Truss. I didn't catch the Didn't catch the guy who caught the pass, I believe.
Trav Cunningham.
I believe that was Trav Cunningham. Yeah, thank you. I was wanting to get it right, but I wasn't sure. But Trav Cunningham was the one on the end of that one. That was a fantastic looking pass there from Trey Truck. Now fade away from Knight. Can't get it that time. Not the shot you want there. Ooh! But ooh, look at the underneath wraparound move there from Phoenix White. 12-point Longhorn lead.
Well, you asked me what that number is. I'm going to say it's going to be at the pace these teams are playing. It needs to be around that 10-point spot. It needs to be somewhere anywhere from like 12 to 8. They need to keep it somewhere in there to make sure they have themselves a chance. Because I'm telling you, say something right now, B-Ron. Texas does not look like they're slowing down at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Jin Thong Dang had got the basket there. Chance to get the one more here on the end one. You saw Coach Rodney Terry for Texas not happy about that call at all, losing his mind over there on the sideline there. But foul was called anyway, and now it's a 9-point Texas lead here as they're continuing to hang around that 9, 10, 11-point window these last few possessions here. But it's right back up to 11. And he's also Lattimore.
Arthur Lattimore's game has translated and matured in a way I couldn't even imagine how well it was going to be when watching him do what he did in prep. You know how much he impressed me there, and he's doing the same thing here.
Yeah, he's impressed a lot of people in SimWorld Prep, and well deserved coming into his freshman season with Texas. And you know, the thing about Texas is they had some hope with Lattimore and Magic coming in, and they've given it to them this season. We'll talk more about it when we get back from our break, though. Hang back, folks. Hang tight. Right back.
Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey there, big guy. You know, you look a little tired. Why don't you come over here and sit down? Yeah, come on. That's right, sit down.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Welcome back, everyone. You see head coach Rodney Terry there giving his Longhorn guys some praise and talking to him on the sideline. And again, Maestro, this is a team Texas that went 12-20 last season. They missed Hoops Area tournament, and this season so far, again, 9-3, winners the last 5 in a row. Arthur Lattimore and Vincent Magic. The narrative around this team was that those two were hoping to provide a spark of hope for this team, and they have done that for them this season with the play we've seen so far. The record alone proves that, and their play as well backs it up.
100%. 100%. And guess what? That plays on both sides of the court. I got 2 numbers for you there, B-Ron. 63 and 46.
And what are those numbers I gotta ask?
Texas is shooting 63%. And Kentucky is shooting 46%, and it shows.
Absolutely.
The defense that Texas is playing.
Yes, defense has really been a big part of this game for Texas. Anthony Young now going to try his luck to the rim, and there he goes. Get out of his way. This is absolutely crazy, Mike. If you would have told me that the score would be 43-29 and Texas was winning, I'd have called you a liar.
Yeah, I know, and you definitely asked me to pee in that cup again, I can tell you that.
I wouldn't have called you a truther. I'll say that much for sure. 43-29, there's a little Drake and Johnson reference for anybody out there who's around my age. Gets that one. 45-29 now. The Longhorns continuing to work and be efficient on both sides of the basketball. And this is looking like a game, Maestro, where Texas might just hold on to this lead all the way through and not really sweat the rest of the way. Could be wrong, but it's really looking like it. And the curse of skinny is paying dividends here once again. Anthony Young gonna try again, and oh my goodness!
The 7-pound afro getting it done.
Me, man.
The 7-pound afro getting it done.
An insane run here for Texas. 47-29, 2:05 left here in the first half of play. Glory Tate being guarded by Anthony Young. Gets around him, step back, midi, good from Glory Tate. He needed that in the worst way.
Great awareness by Glory Tate. He can pull that off. But did you see the rotation of the Texas defense? He was not getting around that corner without meeting an orange jersey, a burnt orange jersey on the other side to say, not today, fam.
Yeah, they weren't going to give him the easy look inside. They made him pull up for a jumper instead. And I went through. The Magic fires a three. That one no good. A great box out from Jinsong Gang there. Minute 25 left in the first half of play. 47-31. Texas out in front here. Trust has the ball. Two Longhorns there, and they make the defensive stop. Anthony Young, one really there, but his hands are getting in the way of Trust. Pass inside, off the glass and in.
Great cut, better pass, good finish.
Devontae Minton scoring there again. Senior for the Longhorns. As Sylvia big kick back out to Trust. As Trust gets it back on the backdoor cut, and they can't get the layup.
Because it's contested. Even if they're not making the rotation, B-Ron, Texas is contesting everything that's going above the shoulders. You gotta love that.
Gotta love it. And there's Phoenix Wyatt working on the interior on the smaller defender there. It is a 20-point Texas Longhorn lead now, 51-31. Just 30 seconds left in the first half. This is not what I and many others were expecting in the SWU game of the week. And there's Anthony Young with the defense. Another turnover force by the Longhorn squad. This rough arena, you could hear a pin drop in. This is his mouth, Maestro. You can hear a pin drop in here. It's so quiet as we get through the first half of play. Final look here for Texas. They'll go to the rim, wrap around off of the run of the rim there, no good. As we head to the locker room here, 20-point Longhorn lead. Texas is really taking over the first half, Maestro.
They didn't take it over, they took it home. The idea of what they were able to do by keeping Kentucky shooting at a 40.6% rate, that defense being able to slow Kentucky down, shows you that Texas came ready to give you that big D energy all night long. And then on the other side of it, they are shooting 63.9%. Let's just say 64. We can round up. Math ain't that hard. And they are making sure that they're getting quality, efficient shots. So much so to the point that when you see the blue V-necks, you just use your focus. But the idea is they're able to make those points count when they need it. And you've seen very few off-balance, off-platform shots that you went, that's a bad shot. Think about every shot that Texas has taken tonight has been ace on point.
Yeah, Texas did a really good job of being efficient offensively. We'll see big teams in the second half, though. Longhorns out in front. We're going to take a quick break, folks. Come right back for the second half.
Won't go. Rebound flash. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang!
Now there's a steal by Murr. Underneath the DJ.
What's this gonna be?
Lead pass.
Stop it! Stop it! You did not do him like that!
Now goes to roll. Ran to the three-pointer out front.
Welcome back, everyone. Second half action here. And you know what that means. Throw up those deuces. Second half getting ready to go here. 51-31. Texas still out in front. 20-point lead. It's going to stay that way for right now. But boy, oh boy, this was a first half for Kentucky to forget, Maestro. They did not shoot well at all. While Texas on the other hand had the hot hand. All of them really did. You don't shoot 65% near and not have the lead that they do. But you got to think, if you're Kentucky at some point, that has to stop, right? But it only will if you play defense.
Exactly right. And I'm gonna quickly basketball technique nerd on you. What Texas is doing is they're waiting for the ball to get to the shoulders and higher, and then they're attacking the defense at that particular point. Which means what? I'm letting you do what you think you can do. But the second that ball hits the area of your shoulders and it's on an upward motion, I close in on my defense right there. That's why they get the blocks they're getting. That's why they're getting the disruptions they're getting, and that's why they're slowing Kentucky down.
And that's what you don't want to see if you're Texas. That mismatch down there, Jameson Johnson and no chance there, no chance. And the response from Magic can't get it, but does get the rebound. Young fires. Can't get that one. They'll get a third shot at it here. That time, also not the charm. Maestro, I'm not a prophet. I don't claim to be. But that's a bad sign if I'm Texas.
It's a very bad sign because guess what? All three of those shots were exactly what I said they were not doing in the first half. Off platform, off timing, and not in sync. And they just did it all three right there as if I ordered it in the drive-thru.
And they were also, in my opinion, relatively easy shots, given how close they were. But there's a nice spinning jumper there from Vincent Magic. It helped a little bit. It's still a 20-point lead for Texas, but that certainly isn't a good sign. Let's talk strategy here for the second half. Maestro, Kentucky down huge, 20 points. You can't get it all back at once.
No.
They got to chip away at it, but how do you go about doing that if you are Kentucky?
First thing I'm going to do is decide what to take away. Didn't make that count. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to decide what to take away, not let you bring the ball up. I'm going to start my press game now. Even at three-quarter court, make you fight to bring the ball up court, and then I'm going to decide what I want to take away. Who do I not want to score? Shut them down, no matter who that might be, while then I force you into bad shots. On the other side of it, and how do you force me into bad shots? Just not to make it weird. You give the worst shooter the most space. And then on the other side, what I want to do, if I'm Kentucky, I want to get my shots off quick. If I'm working thank you very much. If I work my outside inside game, I take a nice deep shot, even if it's not three or not, doesn't matter. But then I send three jerseys to the board to get the bound, to get the offensive rebound, to then put it right back.
And there's a big block from Jameson Johnson. Hands up defense, no foul in there either, which I think you want to look at too potentially. Corey Tate working on Anthony Young, but he gets stolen from him. Courtesy of Vincent Magic up the floor. Good to Arthur Latham.
That looked like a drill. The pass drill. From the post to the half court to the man in the paint. And I'm sorry, it just looked like a drill. Just happened to have white jerseys pretending to be in the way.
Yeah, and that's how you turn defense into offense, though. Turn around from Johnson. Pretty move. And 2 points for Kentucky.
Listen, if I'm from Texas, I'm going to play tickle knees all night. Let's just do this all night because I got the lead as long as I don't give away any points.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break, folks. Oh, no, I lied. We're going to stay here. And, of course, remind you all to engage with us here in SimWorld. Be involved with all the things we have going on. We have so much stuff going on. I know it's a lot going on a daily basis. That's a good thing for you all, right? This is what you say you like the most about SimWorld, how in-depth it is, how the wealth of content that we give you that no one else can give you. We're doing it all here. All we ask is that you take the time out of your day and engage with it. And I want to use the word actively engage. There's no passive engagement here. Take the time to read, to listen, to watch things, and give an insightful comment on what you're seeing, listening to, hearing, all that stuff. because that shows us that, hey, you know, you're invested, you care about what we're doing here in SimWorld. Takes 5 minutes. Everybody's got that at some point throughout the day. Take your 5 minutes, spend them here with us, and we will give it back to you in kind.
You have a family here. People who love sports as much as you do. People want to talk about sports. And yes, we go from prep to U to pro, but we also talk about so many other things. Find your family in here. Go on and get in here. Just enjoy the company, y'all. Enjoy the company. It's like a cookout that never stops.
I like that. That's good. Leaving off light one wide open for 3. I think you'll be okay with that one. That's one of those that you want to let one of those shooters take that's not comfortable taking a whole lot. And that jumper does not fall there. As Kentucky brings it up the floor on their offensive side here. Ooh! Not a limited glory paint, but he turned into a great recovery, though, defensively.
Oh, take it
back the other way with the steal. Tate pass to the corner for Knight. Good close out there. But throwing it up, and Johnson can't grab it, but luckily, Trust able to go to the corner and grab it, and D'Angelo Muto hit with the illegal screen, his first of the contest there. And you have Yells here on the sideline. Having to talk to head coach Mark Pope of Kentucky. Yells, what you got for us?
Guys, I had a minute to talk to Coach Pope on the sideline, and he is telling me he is not happy with what's going on in this game. Obviously, he says that his Wildcats are not playing their game. They are not taking care of the ball. If they can take care of the ball, they can get back into this game, but he wants to see less careless play like what we just saw just a moment ago. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Yo. Yes, they have to take care of the basketball. Definitely agree with that there. And you know, that goes with the pressure that Texas was bringing in the first half.
Yes.
They have to find a way to counter that.
Yes, absolutely. But I have a more serious question. I just want to get down to it right now. I don't care who gets mad. Where does Yale get his suits from? Because that looked nice. My man dripping like crazy tonight. What you got going on down there, Yales? I'm hanging out with him.
Looking nice, yo. Let me hold some AMs when I get a suit like that. 55-37 here. Kentucky's trying their best, trying desperately to get back into this game. They got to do it kind of quickly here. And it's going kind of fast here, Maestro, I feel like. We're already through 5 minutes of the first half. Second half of play, rather. Hey, see Coach Rodney Terry on the sideline. He was a little animated earlier. Now, not so much. A little more relaxed, but probably good for him.
Yeah.
Now. Donna's not here to
Yeah,
line
exactly.
for
You definitely don't want to blow another blood vessel in that left eye. Listen, the reality of it is this. So right, Yales was so important by catching that noise from what was going down on the bench. Kentucky needs to find a way to catch up with their game, because we talk about how Kentucky likes to play at that breakneck pace, right? We know they like to play defensively hard. We know they like to move the ball up and down the court. But Texas is beating them at their game at every single turn. And Kentucky not only looks out of control, B-Ron, they also look like they're beyond pressing. This is worse than what we saw them do against Louisville.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's the problem. But the good thing is here, at least for the time being, Giannis Knight hit those 2 free throws perfect from the line. In the game as well as his first 2 from the line tonight. Made him count. And Maestro, we talked about it earlier too. This crowd, which is normally one of the more raucous crowds in college basketball, is quiet, and that is only going to make them get quieter. My goodness, man.
You know, there's a reality here. We know how wise this crowd is because it's the history and the legacy of this program and what it means not just to University of Kentucky or the state of Kentucky, but what it means to college basketball, period, right? And we know that history just rolls off the rafters here. So they know what's going on, and they also know what they need to do because of the level of play that they've seen. And right now, I'm just gonna speak for somebody here. I might get in trouble. They are not seeing Kentucky basketball right now.
Not right now in any shape, way, or form. This is one of those programs that is up there with UCLA in terms of, you know, wins, championship success, all that stuff. They know their basketball here, Maestro, and to see the play of this team at home in a game where you, after a big loss to a State rival, you expect them to come out with a little more energy, and not say that they didn't, but it got sucked out of them, really.
Yes, it did. And it's something I've never or rarely have seen here is a crowd leaving early like we saw last time. And if we see that happen tonight, there's going to be words being said somewhere.
Yeah, somebody's going to have strong words for somebody, and probably some words that we will not be able to repeat on any sort of broadcast. SimWorld today, the SimWorld you hear, whatever it is, you can't say any of those words on air. For sure. Spin move here, but Jameson Johnson rejects the shot. However, rebound gotten anyway. 3-pointer in the corner. No good that time. Minton couldn't hit that one. Adonis Knight clean up the floor as they get it over to Stephon Burks. Burks to the rack. Foul there called. And Burks will go to the free throw line. 58-41. They can get as many as 43 points here in Kentucky if they hit them both here for the line.
Most importantly,
good. That's good.
Clock is stopped. Points with the clock stop. You cannot give these away.
Yeah, absolutely cannot. Burks on the season so far, 89.7%. You round it up like the Maestro, 90%.
That's right.
One of these guys you want here at the line. Maestro, I would disagree with you on that. I've never been a math guy. You can help me with that.
I got you, boo.
Math always been one of my bugaboos, man. The Burks couldn't get that first one to go, so hoping to get the second one at least. Only with one here. He does not get either of them. 0 for 2, empty from the line. That is not good for Kentucky to put it nicely.
No.
And they haven't shot. They were 5 from the line before those 2 free throws, so that they shot good before that. So surprised to see him miss there. But Chris Yardley here gonna earn himself some free throws.
You
and
cannot
up to Texas now.
You cannot. I said you cannot give away points with the clock stop, and not only did you give away points, you gave Texas a chance to rest. Come on, fam. Work with your boy.
Yeah, rest and no points on the other end too. That's just, not good. Yardley, however, does get one free throw here from the line already. Better than we saw the other end from Burks there.
Hey Ron, I'm gonna open up Maestro's free throw clinic camp. I'm gonna start teaching people how to shoot free throws. You with me? Who's with me? Who's with me?
I'm with. I'll be honest with you. I love free throws. Free throws are one of my favorite shots in basketball, just because number one, they're pretty much. But also, I like being able to take my time and get in my little routine, and do all that before I take a shot. I like that. I like being in a rhythm, and that was nice for me. As someone who struggled shooting in general. Or was not much of a shooter, but I had a funky looking dump shot, and that was much looking one from Burks there as well to hit front of the rim and out. And that's another 3-pointer, and that one does not go. But on the glass is Texas. Offensive rebounds continue to be a big plus for the Longhorns. They come away empty though that time. But look at Jinson. Dang,
Jinson.
That's what you did. There. I like that. 59-43 here. Longhorns out in front. Quick shot up and in.
So
Phoenix
smart.
wide on that one.
So smart. He realized he had the bigger man on him. He knew he had a better defensive player on him. What did he do? He got the shot up quick on leverage. He still managed to get the shot up quick and was right there just in case it came out.
There's Trav Cunningham trying to get inside to Johnson. He does. Johnson, smaller defender on him. Going to work. That's easy barbecue chicken.
Yo, absolutely. My goodness gracious. Texas needs to recognize that. That is by my hashtag mark the 9th play where Jamison had a smaller defender on him, an obviously smaller defender on him, and Kentucky did not make a rotation happen. And before that, he only made them play selectively. But I think once he gets warmed up, those shots are going to start going down a lot more frequently.
And they're going to need to do it quickly, Maestro. We're under 10 minutes left in the game here. This, again, the sun's starting to set here for Kentucky in that number 2 ranking. 3-pointer, front of the rim, no good. Kentucky continues to struggle from the areas of the floor as Young misses that one there. 40% from the field, 25% from deep, and another miss for Kentucky.
Ooh.
Making them pay for it, though, is Texas and Chris Yardley as we get a Wildcat timeout here, 6:45. We're going to take a break ourselves, folks. I'm right back.
Hey, who's this?
Oh, that's Kyle. He aced his 5th grade geography class.
Huh.
You see, now that we're using FedEx to ship globally, I have to learn all the countries again, so I brought in Kyle as a consultant. Did you know that we have customers in Czechoslovakia?
Actually, it's called the Czech Republic.
Yes, Kyle. You are a lifesaver. And without Kyle, I never would have heard of that new country called Buttheadistan.
We understand you want to grow internationally. FedEx serves over 220 countries and territories.
Welcome back, everyone. Man, just so lively here in Kentucky Arena. They're trying to give their guys the extra push they need. Crowd, on the other hand, not so much, but they're doing their part to keep the crowd in it and try to will the Wildcats here back into this one. 63-45. What do you think Mark Pope is saying to his guys on the sideline here right now, Maestro?
He's saying, and I quote, "We gotta score. We gotta score. We gotta score. We gotta score. Oh, and we gotta score."
Gotta find a way to get that shooting percentage up because, like I said, right earlier, Maestro, not good. 40% from the field for the Wildcats right now, and you have to be better. 41%, 41%. Ooh, but look, Vincent Magic, top player spotlight for the Longhorns here in this one. Been a big part of this success that Longhorns have had tonight. 4 steals, 5 steals, and he's got 9 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and now 5 steals.
I tell you something, the way that he's, oh my goodness gracious, how does he get that lift with that 72-pound afro on his head? I tell you, that's amazing.
Out of here. Couldn't be me, I tell you.
If he ever needs to make weight, he just needs to take off 1.5 feet of that afro and he'd be right down the way.
That's it. Well, look, Lattimore in the corner, and that is turnover. Turnover. And it's going to be Wildcats ball. Yeah, so great job there in the corner, Maestro.
Yes, it was. And you know what? Hopefully that's going to get a little sense of urgency because right now, with 8 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in this game, somebody's got to press the gas. It's the pedal on the right. Hit the pedal on the right, boo.
Yeah, you got to channel your inner Oklahoma State. Because last night they used a 20-0 run to power their way and come back and beat VCU. Kentucky needs one of those in the worst way. And that's not going to help. Anthony Young drains it.
Anthony. What you doing? Anthony, what you doing, boo? Get it done.
And Maestro, the other concerning things, we talked about it earlier with this possibly looking like it's going to be Kentucky's second loss in a row, is that it's going to be Kentucky's second home loss in a row too. And again, the mystique of Rupp Arena has not fazed Texas at all tonight. It's like Madison Square Garden, hasn't fazed them at all.
Yeah. Well, the difference is they actually have talent here in Kentucky as opposed to. Never mind.
There it is.
Too soon. Too soon. Okay,
Yes,
that's too
sir.
soon. Okay.
Never
Okay.
too soon for
My
Nick
bad. So here we go. And I'm just going to say this. I'm not seeing, and if I'm wrong, please call Maestro out on this. I'm not seeing any urgency from Kentucky here. From at any point, they're taking way too long to get into the shot plays. They're taking way too long to get reset. No one's following any shots to the rim. If they miss it, it's one and done. I'm sorry, that is not winning basketball at this level.
No, it's not. You have to make some changes at some point if you're Coach Mark Pope. Make something happen here. And if Calipari were still here, there'd be some. I'm sure there would be some Justin and some yelling going on and all that stuff. That would not be happening right now. And I'm sure if you're a Kentucky fan, you would agree with that sentiment there. I've called this school one and done you for a reason, Maestro.
Exactly.
They produce so much top end talent, and that most of them can afford to do that. Now here in SimWorld U, it's more of a two and done sort of thing, but you get the point. Top tier talent here, and they're just not playing like it. I agree.
No. And I know I need to take my meds. Okay, I'm just going to get that out the way right now. The full disclosure for everybody out there listening. But why, if you're just behind this far, why are you waiting so late in the shot clock to take your shot? And Kentucky's balling it right up on you, running like they're at NASCAR, man.
Yeah, that was Kentucky's 8th turnover of the game, resulted in more points for Texas. 5:35 left in this one, 72-47. I'm not wanting to call a game early, Maestro. It's a foul on Jinson Bang. Then we'll go to the free throw line, and you see Coach Pope there staring holes into his Kentucky players there on the floor, and not a happy man right there tonight at all.
I would be his anger translator, but there's an FCC thing going on with us being on CBS tonight, and I don't want to,
and Maestro, and as we all know, Maestro, CBS cares.
CBS cares. I know. Even CBS is like, you know what? We're gonna leave with Katie. Just leave the keys to bar the door. We already gone home.
Oh yeah, they've left us here with the keys. They didn't even put it under the doormat. They just left it on the table. There you go. There you go. You all lock it up. Jen Song Dang has missed the free throw, and this is one of those games, Maestro, where it feels like one or two things are gonna happen. You're either gonna look back at this to see what went wrong, or you're not, and you're gonna just burn it and get rid of it entirely and pretend it didn't happen because this is not Kentucky basketball.
You know what I would do if I was a coach, and I hate to say this, I would make them chart every play of this game. That's going to be the homework assignment. They need to chart every single play, every single shot, where it was from the floor, seconds left on the shot clock. I want a full report on this game as if they were scouting the game, and make them read it like a book report.
I was going to say a book report, yeah. Yeah, they need to do something. Do something, Maestro, because whatever this is not working, and there's second chance opportunities continuing to harm Kentucky tonight. It is now a 30-point lead for the Longhorns, and every single player on Texas has scored with that basket right there. Insane.
I think the coaches have scored too, and let's see who else. I think.
Did you score? Score bucket tonight?
I think I scored. I think I scored twice. After that, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment rights.
Get you a bucket. That one rattled around and did not go, and I feel like that's kind of the microcosm of Kentucky's night. That shot that swirled around there for a minute, looked like it was going to go down. Didn't anyway.
So, what bad news you want to hear first, B-Ron? Because I'm here for you, boo.
Ah, man, give me whatever you got, man. Whatever you got, I'll take it.
Even if Kentucky made every free throw, they missed 6. They did make 5, but they missed 6. So even with 6 other points, they'd still be behind.
Maestro, I am not so bad at math that I do not know that. You were absolutely right on that one, my friend. As we're now going to get a look here at Junior Espinoza from Peru, freshman here for the Longhorns. He's getting a shot at the free throw line here, and so far on the season, Espinoza a perfect percentage from the line. But as we know, I just think that he's going to miss one of these two.
Nah, not this time, bro. Not this time, bro.
You made the first one.
So you want some more bad news? You want some more bad news? Or you want some good news?
More bad news. More bad news.
Okay, so if Kentucky would have made half the shots they missed, they'd still be behind.
Oh, jeez. It's a mess. It's a mess here. It's a mess here tonight. But look, there's one more game after this one, folks, and it's another big one. Two big games here tonight on TBS, SimWorld TV. This one, a bit of a letdown, but the second one, UCLA taking on Alabama taking on Gonzaga, number 3 and number 5, taking on each other, and Alabama's going to Gonzaga to Spokane to play that one, Maestro. What are you looking forward to seeing in that contest right there?
Well, you know what? Styles makes fights, right? They both approach the game so differently, right? Up and down versus high post. Oh! Wow. Bring the cheese. I already got your crackers, boo. I'm sorry, that's a Blazer quote, and I did not get permission to use that Blaze. I owe you 25 cents.
Put it in the jar.
But I'm just looking for how the styles are going to go out with Gonzaga with their almost West Coast offense style of play against Alabama with their sort of strong mid-range game going on. Oh, everybody nobody's getting no magic in the city tonight. Sorry, wrong place.
No, sorry, but look, no, I think you're right. I do think that I want to see, who is going to be able to play around DJ Child tonight, because unfortunately he's got a three-headed monster over there to deal with potentially in terms of the freshman players over there anyway. Yabani Caldwell, Caden Shipp, who's not a freshman, but Caden Shipp. I'm blanking on the other guy's name right now, and I'm hurting myself. Damian Luffy and Yabani Conwell. Those are the three for Gonzaga. And if DJ Child gets the help from guys like Aiden Weaver, Levin Cutler, Floyd Henderson, they're good. That could be a really competitive game, Michael, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think so. And I think which team is going to push the other team out of their comfort zone first and the most. I think it's going to be the team that's going to be successful.
And there's an illegal screen on Burgos. And you mentioned getting out of the comfort zone. Texas did that to Kentucky about midway through the first half of play. And since then, Maestro, they have not looked back at all. Kentucky started this game out on a 7-0 run.
Mm-hmm.
And once Texas got their offense going, it seemed like they were unstoppable the rest of the night. And it's just been that way ever since. They have rolled the rest of the way.
But wait, they're right there, though. They're right there. 31 points. I don't know. You're saying there's a chance.
31 points with 30 seconds left, unless your name is Tracy McGrady, Reggie Miller, and all those shots suddenly become worth 20 points. We'll see. All
right, we got it under 30. All right.
This one here is pretty much wrapped up, folks. Let's go through the final tally here. Texas is going to go to 10-3 on the season, winning their 6th in a row, no less. Meanwhile, Kentucky is going to fall to 10-2 on the season, and they'll lose their 2nd in a row. Not in a good way either. This was probably the worst kind of loss you could have after a loss to an innocent rival like Louisville. Number 2 goes down. They're probably going to go down in the rankings and the polls as well. Yeah. But for Maestro, I'm B-Ron. Thanks for joining us here tonight for Game 1. Game 2 is around the corner. We'll see you there.
the truth. It take a giant to fade on my shoes. Switch out the suit. Ass on my chest when I step out the booth. Flip on the news. Hot off the press, homie, I'm that dude. King of the zoo. Striking the tech, I left it in the room. Got designer on my body. Selfies in the private jet. Hop out of the new Bugatti. This is how you move like a boss. When you gotta go and show it off. Dripping out, shining like the stars. Make them all flop. Round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. With the sauce. Like a boss. Hey, boss. This is how you move like a boss. Like a boss. Money in the bank, like I own the bank. And it's a funny thing, cause money ain't a thing. 24 karat rings, got me giving thanks, but I still got the range. This is how you move like a boss. When you gotta go and show it Tripping out, shining like the stars. Make them all fall, round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. With the song, like a boss. Hey, this is how you move like a boss. I got the swag for real. Head to toe dripping in my bag for real. Looking like a happy meal. I'm a snack for real. This is how you move like a boss. When you gotta go and show it off. Dripping out, shining like the stars. Make them all flop, round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. Go ahead, hit them with the sauce. So get up and take a little pause. Shine like a star, round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. With the sauce, like a boss. Hey, boss. This is how you move like a boss.
Well, we did it. We sealed the bad out and the good in. Take a second and look around you. Go ahead. We have everything we've always wanted. We'll want for nothing.
Excuse me. I really love it here.
Thank you.
We have all these beautiful avocados from Mexico, but where are the chips?
I'm sorry?
Oh, the chips. The chips are outside.
Why are they outside?
The chips are outside!
I want a Chris Elliott autograph. Hi.
Wait! Please, avocados taste great on lots of things. See? Avocado toast. We can still make this work.
Oh, Wi-Fi's down.
No.
Avocados from Mexico.
All right, now hello and welcome in here for our second game of this CBS doubleheader. We got Alabama, number 3 team in the country. They're coming to take on Gonzaga out here in the Mountain West. We're in the McCarthy Athletic Center. Randy's actually in Cabo, his wife Loretta. So I got Cash Everett here with me. Cash, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing absolutely great today. Absolutely great.
I'll tell you what, Cash, I ain't never met anybody who talks like you in real life, only on my TV. So it's real nice to meet you. And Ash, I mean, we got a good matchup here. What are you looking for tonight from these 2 top 5 squads?
We're absolutely looking forward to seeing DJ Childs, the man with the ball. He's excellent. Quincy Henderson, absolute offense, but more importantly, the defense from the Alabama team is going to be one that I'm going to have my eyes on. On the other side, it is Gonzaga and the offensive prowess of this team, Kaden Ship and one Damian Luffy.
Yeah, well, I'm watching for that boy right there. White boy can shoot that thing right there. I'll tell you what, Aiden Weaver, he had a great game in their last one. We all saw it. He is finally kind of, they're drawing up plays for him right now, and I think getting him going early is going to help them space the floor, let guys like DJ Childs and Quincy Henderson kind of drive their way to the rim like they do. He is a big part of this game plan. He's really their best shooter and one of their only true shooters, so that's what I'm watching for here tonight, I'll tell you that, Cat.
Unheralded play there by Ala Reese. 5'10", great player, shifty, at times a bit too aggressive. Great block there by Damian Luffy.
And a steal there from your boy Elliott. Can't get it to go, but he does draw the foul on Quincy Henderson. The 5'10" Smurf's gonna head to the line. Ilya Reese. Team captain Ilya Reese. Sophomore. I mean, this Gonzaga team is very young. He's a junior, not sophomore, but only 2 juniors on the squad, and that's him and G. Say. Everyone else either sophomore or freshman now. I'm sure we're going to see Caden Ship head off to the SWBA. But, you know, Damian Luffy, Yvonne Conwell, all of them going to be sticking around, a bunch of other role players. I mean, this team is just getting started. Much like this Alabama squad, they got some young guys on this squad. So, I mean, 2 very good teams. And I want to talk about this, Cash. I don't know if you be keeping up. I'm sure you saw that last one. Kentucky losing a second in a row. It looks like Louisville just kind of maybe took their soul when they upset them. But maybe Kentucky questioning their identity. But does the winner of this game have a stake? Do they have a stake to claim at the number 1 spot next week?
Oh, absolutely. And I will say I almost knocked over my tea and crumpets when I saw how badly Kentucky played in that last contest. It was not very good. They looked out of their element, but what I will say is 2 losses on their home floor. And now you have Gonzaga and you have Alabama. Look at that block by Levin Cutler. They played very strong all season. I think there'll be a shakeup on the SP25.
Absolutely. I mean, there was already talks, and I was a little surprised that Kentucky stayed above Alabama after losing that home court. They surely won't this week. I think this Alabama team already had a stake claim at number 1, but you know, you go with Cooper Flag and Duke, you can't go wrong with that. But they're not playing yet this week. So I mean, you get a win over a top 5 squad on the road. That to me, I mean, that's a great claim right there. So I mean, this game's got implications in that matter. Not really postseason implications this early, but this game should feel like a Hoopsteria game in my opinion. You know, both teams trying to make a statement against another top 5 team. The energy in this building is electric. I actually see quite a few Tide fans. Looks like they traveled for the occasion. DJ Childs smoking that layup. They ain't gonna be happy about that.
And I've never been here to California before, but it is a great. Well, excuse me, I say Cali. I'm traveling quite a bit, but here in Oregon, and I've never known the crowd to be such a raucous crowd here, but they are tonight. They absolutely are tonight, baby.
Forgive you getting your states all messed up. It's not in Oregon either, but it's in Washington. We're in Washington right now, Cash. So I mean, other 2 good states. So I mean, you're doing well. You're learning. I don't know anything about UK where you're from. I couldn't name one place there other than I think London. I know that the bridges are always falling down there, so that's all I know about it over there. So I mean, I'll give you credit for what you got. Ilya Reese can't get that one to go. Good night for him so far. Got an open 3, can't get it to go. But and that's a great foul Make sure he got a piece of the ball too right there by Musa Mashal. Big old boy, 7'3". Quincy Epps. Not Quincy Epps. I got Quincy Anderson and Dewan Epps mixed up. Dewan Epps going to go to the line, try and tie this one up, maybe take a lead.
As long as you did not call him Mike Epps, that would have been hysterical, Bubba. Look, one of the things that I am totally looking forward to in this game is the fact that the athleticism of the Alabama Roll Tide. Will Gonzaga, will they be able to match up and contest against the absolute athletes on this Alabama team, from Dwan Epps to Quincy Henderson to DJ Childs? Will they be able to contest all game long?
Ash, do you know Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran. Oh, yes, he's a wonderful bloke. I'm a big fan of Ed Sheeran. I have to ask you, Bubba, I had meant to ask you all evening when we were preparing for the game, are you a fan of Future?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy some Future only when I'm in a certain mood, really getting down and dirty. On my way to work usually, on my way to the stadium. It's my hot music is a mix between Future and SZA. I really like that SZA girl. I'll tell you, I don't know what she be doing with her music, but it's great.
Never heard. It's interesting. Sounds like a member of the Wu-Tang Clan. Is that correct? No.
So far, she's a lovely lady. She sings about. I don't even really know what she sings about, but I like the sound of it.
I tell you, we've got a great game so far here. Lots of great defense here. Damian Luffy, I'm still looking forward to a breakout game from him. Do you think that we're going to see that? There was so much expected of him coming into the season. So far, he's only averaging roughly 16 points a game, but I think many believe that he would be even more offensively prowess, as we see a great move there from Levin Cutler.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you, the 16 points a game is nothing to wipe your nose at, especially shooting 56% from the field. His three-point shooting was never his greatest strength, and it isn't now. And I guess Aiden Weaver's strength is not sticking with his man because he got left on an island there. Not sure where he was. Caden Shipp with the dunk, but that's another thing I mentioned, Caden Shipp. 16 points as a freshman is not bad at all, especially on the number 5 team in the country, playing next to Caden Shipp, who's an absolute dog of a scorer. I think people forget, especially because this year we do have a lot of really sensational freshmen playing really well. But, I mean, he's still 18, 19 years old right there. 16 points a game for number 5 team in the country. That's nothing to wipe your nose at.
There was a time machine created. I think a lot of people forget that there was anything before this season. Beautiful move there from DJ Childs.
I mean, look, you want to talk about somebody else who hasn't quite met expectations to the full extent? DJ Childs.
For sure.
I don't know. I think people expect him to be this 20-point per game guy, a world beater. DJ Childs is, I mean, he's playing well with the team. I think he is. He could do a lot more, I think. But I don't know if they win as many games. Great block there from Dewan Epps. You see that timing there from him. He's very versatile big. DJ Childs has been able to understand the roster that Nate Oates has brought in here, the way he's built it. And I wouldn't even say he's taken a step back, but he's modified his role. He's doing a lot of other stuff. He's leading the team in steals at 1.8 per game. That's nearly 2 steals a game. That's very good. Got 4 assists per game, 4 rebounds per game for him. Only about 13 points per game, but I mean, again, I think he could do more if he was selfish with it, but he has been a very willing teammate all year long, and I think it has led to a lot of this Crimson Tide success this year.
And I'll totally agree with you there, Bubba. DJ Childs, I had talked to Coach Oates before the game, and he said that DJ is one of those kids that he's able to do whatever's asked of him on the court, and he's willing to do. If you need him to be a scorer, he's a scorer. If you need him to facilitate, he facilitates. If you need him to defend, he will defend. And I believe that that's one of the reasons why we've seen Alabama ranked as high as number 3 so far this season.
Well, they're ranked number 3, but they're having trouble stopping Gonzaga inside, 14-11 now. And I mean, all those things Nato says, those are glowing reviews for an SWBA team because you know that he's got the talent. His ability to be coachable like that, and coupled with that talent, that's going to get him drafted pretty high now. I'll tell you that.
Wonderful
great
move
bucket there.
Yvonne Cornwell, big time fan of his, 6'7", can handle the ball, can finish with touches. You see there, as we see a big time finish. It is cash from Rodrigo Forbes. Then I've been saving that one up, Bubba.
I could tell. I mean, it was very well done. I think he chose the right time to employ that one. Oh, Ilya Reed's leaving him in the dust. This Alabama team is getting shooken up on the defensive end over and over again. You got to stay in front of your man now. Coach Oates is furious. DJ Childs with it up top. Apologies, that is Rodrigo Falls, that's not DJ Childs. Rodrigo Falls with it up top. He's going to swing it over. Ran Losey, the 7-footer, over to DJ. DJ can't get it going. DJ struggling so far in this one. Can't seem to get those close to the basket buckets to go.
I think he's pressing a bit, trying to force the action when he has lots of players on his team that he can play through. And maybe he's heard some of the rumors and he said, maybe it's time for me to step up, but I do believe he is forcing the action a bit.
I'm with you there, but when Losey got switched on the Caden Ship there, I was worried he was about to end up like barbecue chicken, but great recovery there after the cross got the stop, but Gonzaga gets a stop back right on the other end, and they're right back at it. Kind of with the block there. There you go. Show some defense there, bud. Balls. Pick it over to Matthews. Going to pick it over. Quincy Henderson back to Child. Child's going to be aggressive again. Look at Racky. He can't get this one to go either over the bigger defender, but Losey with the rebound to Falls. Falls gets it to go, and we have got a tie ball game here. Rodrigo Falls has come in the game and provided a spark for this Tide team. He's known for doing that. One of their spark plugs off the bench. They got quite a few guys who come off the bench and can kind of give you something to get your team going real quick.
There's another kid here I'm a big fan of his. Kylo Sharalambampalas. A lot of people struggle with that last name. I am not one of them. Bubba, he's a very versatile big. Lots of players, lots of scouts are looking at him in the SWBA because of that versatility. Can play in the post, can knock down the jumper, and there we see Ren Losey, 6'10", knocking it down from deep.
6'10" catch. That boy's listed as 7'1". That's a 7-footer knocking that down. That is a beautiful thing.
Cash money nonetheless. We'll be right back after this.
Mom gave you a whole bag of Doritos just because your fish died? Here, boy, I won't hurt you. Bath time.
Really? Are you sharing those Doritos like I asked you to?
He's okay.
Welcome back here, Spokane, Washington. We're at the McCarthy Athletic Center. And now, Cax, we got Alabama up by 3 right now. 7-footer Ren Losey hit the 3 to put him up. We were just talking about Farah Lampopoulos. I'm going to be honest, I don't think people struggle to say his name. I think you've just got the kind of name that you sound like you're struggling when you say it. But either way, a good game so far. What do both teams need to do to kind of take it to the next level here?
Come again? I'm not sure I made out what you were saying there, mate.
What are both these teams needing to do kind of get ahead in this game right now?
Well, I'm not sure if either one of them can fully get ahead. I think it's going to be a tight battle all the way through. I think both of these teams are very well matched. I give the slight edge to Alabama as they have a much better refined defense when they start playing it. I do believe that Alabama's defense can be better than Gonzaga's offense. On the other end, Gonzaga, I think they need to run their offense a bit more through Caton Ship and Damian Leffy and exert their wills on this Alabama team.
Not a bad idea, and kicks over to Coco Bryce. Hey, Coco Bryce now, he hits a three. He's from your land. He's from London.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you're from London or not, but he sounds like you if you've ever talked to him.
Come again?
Coco Bryce kid, come on now. Coco Bryce, you got to know he's from London.
Big Coco Bryce. I'm totally impartial, but big Coco Bryce fan here. He is from round my way, UK. As they say here, stand up.
I mean, he comes in. He's another one of those guys right there with Rodrigo Falls that is kind of one of those spark plugs off the bench. Will come and give you a couple big plays. Not a huge contributor stat-wise, but plays good defense. Come in, hit a three or two, and this kid can fly. He's got some crazy dunks in his bag.
Uber athletic kid. He can shoot it, he can drive, he can handle, he does a little bit of everything. But if I may, I did want to take a moment and just tell everyone out there, I found SimWorld just maybe a couple of months ago in SimWorld TV, CBS. They were so gracious to bring me in. It was one of the most awesome communities that I've ever seen. Totally immersive, so much information. I ask you all, take your time, look through the info, look through the channels, look at the stats, look at the shows, immerse yourselves. SimWorld. It's the only place where, how do you say, you can see the game and be the game.
Well, I don't know what in the hell you're saying, couldn't understand, but I'm sure that it was important. And I did hear the word immersion, and I agree with that there, but everything else you lost me on, hope everyone out there could understand.
Oh, Bubba, this is going to be fun. Loads of fun, Bubba.
Come on, we're cash money now. We're cash money, Cash. Let's get to it. Cash, you ever had hush puppies?
Like the shoes? Like a wallaby?
No, like it's the food now. Hush puppies, little fried. It's like fried breaded bread.
I tell you what, if you are eating hush puppies where I'm from, there is a major problem though.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know you prefer to slap some beans on toast, which it's not gonna do. Not gonna do it for me, but I mean, you know, I grew up in Alabama. I did, Bubba. I'm impartial. I'm impartial now, but I did grow up in the state of Alabama, and we had quite our fair share of hush puppies.
Sorry, Bubba, I'm not quite sure what you just said there, but let's get back to the action here.
All right, Cash. You know what? That's fine.
Yvonne Caldwell at the line. Out of Darabin, Australia. This kid is averaging just under 12 points a game, 4 assists, leading the team in assists. Like I said, he is a great facilitator. He can handle the ball with great frame at 6'7", just under 200 pounds. Can handle, and Siege, believe this, gather this. He is majoring in finance. He says if this does not all fall through, he is hoping to be a hedge fund leader. This is what he told me before the game.
A hedge fund leader? All right, that's big ambitions. I like it. Aiden Weaver with the ambitious three there. Can't quite get it to fall. We're just under the 10-minute mark now in the first half. Things are going to start heating up here soon, I would expect. See if either of these teams can get extra momentum going into the half. Coco Bryce going to be D'ing up Giovanni Conwell here. Great defense. Back over to Conwell. Conwell backing down Bryce. He's going to kick it out. Oh, and Cannon Storm. Young man from Mishawaka, Indiana. Local Brass going to come around. Pass, they're going to set an off-ball screen for both Falls and Weaver.
I'm going to be honest.
That's going to go to the rim. He's going to throw it up. That's Levin Cutler. That's Coco Brass. He's going to toss that across the pond to Levin Cutler out of Delaware.
Beautiful finish from Levin Cutler, but what a pass from Coco Brass.
I'm telling you, man. I think he starts getting a couple more minutes, and you're going to see a lot more of this kid can do. But he's going to foul there. That's one of the things he can do. Problem there.
Well, a very closely contested game here. I have to ask you, is there any way that you believe either one of these teams will pull away, or will it be contested throughout?
I mean, similar to what you kind of mentioned, I do think Alabama's got a more refined defense, and I also think Alabama is the deeper team here. The only way I see one of these teams kind of squeaking away is going to be if they really kind of, you start seeing the fatigue out of Gonzaga. If the Alabama team's going to run and use that athleticism, they're going to defend well, and they're going to tire this Gonzaga team out. I don't know this Gonzaga team has quite as many options for fresh legs on the court as this Tide team. So I think that could become an issue.
I tell you, I was hoping to be on this broadcast with you, Bubba. I lobbied the big heads in the top of the chamber here at CBS to be on this broadcast, as I was hoping this would be the game of the week, as I labeled it as the Clash of the Titans. The Clash of the Titans. But we did not get that, but luckily here with you, and it is a great contest so far, Bubba.
Well, clearly they made the right choice for game of the week, because that last one was a much tighter contest than this. So, I mean, here we are. Well, we're going to give it over to Storm. He's got Weaver on him.
Hush puppies. Hush puppies as a food. You've got to be kidding me.
Hush puppies now. Better than beans on toast, play that. That's with the defense. Well can't get that one to go. Up to Weaver. Weaver going to pull the three in transition. Can't get it. The board there for Dwan Epps blocked by Musa Mashal.
Oh, I do believe that was Sharalampopolis on the block. Great block there, showing off his versatility. Excellent work inside from the 6'7", 215 also.
Okay, Brass going to try and back down. Conwell can't get it to go. Back the other way. Still just a 2-point game here. A little scoring drought from both sides.
Bubba, why have you seen Damian Lofi get involved in this matchup yet? Awfully quiet here tonight.
And if I had to guess, it's Alabama defense keying in on it. DeJuan Epps gets a block there and a second stop. But, I mean, yeah, when this Tide defense decides that they're going to stop one player, they do a real good job. But I'll tell you what, we haven't seen a whole lot of Caden Shipp either. I mean, this Alabama team does a really, really good job of taking away your star players. It's one of the things that they do best, and one of the reasons they've found as much success as they have is not only are they a good team defensively individually, but the schemes and game plans that Coach Oates puts together, they are some of the best you'll find in the country.
If I did not know better, Bubba, I would think that you're an Alabama fan.
Nope, I just pay attention. And, I mean, none of the things I'm saying are really that outlandish. It's just the truth.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's a beautiful drive. They're unable to get it to go.
Yeah, I'll say this about Gonzaga. They got the best player on the floor in Caden Shipp, but he ain't out there right now.
Interesting double team there to get the ball out of Rodrigo Fall's hands.
Brass with it. Back down, Storms there. Go up, but they can't get it to go. So Brass with another miss there. On the other end, Conwell going to shoot the turnaround mid. He can't get it to go. We're there for DeJuan Epps. He's going to push it up the other way himself. He's not looking for a guard. Say, I'm going to take this. Weaver with it. Weaver with some fancy ball handle.
This is what I was
Down
hoping
low.
for. More Levin Cutler inside. Unable to get it together. He gets the offensive rebound. This Gonzaga team, once you get outside of Musa Mashal, they are awfully small and fine on the interior. So I would think that Levin Cutler and Quincy Henderson would do more work on the inside.
Yeah, and you even get the other 7-footer Ren Lewis in this Alabama team. They can do damage inside, and I think they got to start taking more advantage of that. And welcome back here. Cash, we got quite a few people tuned in right now.
Indeed we do. Perhaps it's time that I do a few shout-outs. Shout out to Ripper Kere, Tim Ballade, I've heard a bit about him. Biff Markham, B-Ron Sports in the building. Malachi Kane, Coach Dre Pope. Shout out to everyone that's here tuned in, watching CBS on SimWorld TV with us. You're enjoying quite a good matchup. In my neck of the woods and a few of my friends in Ireland, we call this a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. And it is a good one, best believe it.
Is that the bar fight? I think I saw that on WWE recently.
Somewhat.
Well, I learn something new every day, and I'm learning something new from my foreign friend here, Cash. But Alabama going to take a 6-point lead. Gonzaga looking for someone to kind of get going. Damian Luffy's got 2 points so far on him. He's only taking 2 shots. He got 2 points. Like Caden Ship struggling. He's 2 for 7. And 4 points from him. Luffy gets his own board, puts it back up. I mean, he's 1 for 4 now. Gets his own board again, puts it back up. He gets that to go. All right now. Maybe that'll spark him. Maybe that'll get the young man going.
Another player here that I want to see more of, Bubba, is Quincy Henderson. Big time block there, Musa Mashal. That's what he does best, Bubba.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's 7'3". He should do that well, but that's going to be Nellis. Jason Nellis, the sophomore out of Bartow, Florida. He's going to hit the 3, and it's a 1-point game here. DeJuan Epps with it. Look for the handoff to Coco. Coco with it. Going toward the rim. Gets the foul. And get the bucket. He gets the foul. Gets stripped. Go to the line for 2. 54.5% free throw shooter on the year. Not great. Do y'all know how to shoot free throws over there?
Of course we do. It's underhanded, bloke. The only way that a man shoots a ball is underhanded at the free throw line. I guarantee it's a better percentage than many of these kids. Guaranteed.
I'm not underhanding no balls here. I'm doing it. Shoot like a real player. You're not going to shoot it off.
Coco!
Down there.
Coco! Favorite player in all of SimWorld.
It's from your hometown, so that's understandable. Gonzaga with it, down 3 now, over to Ilya Reese, who had a real hot start to the game. Great pass there. Caden Shipp pokes the layup, and Caden Shipp and Damian Luffy are having a tough night. This Gonzaga team, if they can't get going, it's going to be a hard one for them to win.
Absolutely struggling right now. Damian Luffy is.
Oh, and Rice with the fancy little lay over there on Damian Luffy. It's that one to go, 5-point max. We're about at the 2-minute mark here. Who's going to take the momentum going in the half? This crowd's getting going. Trying to cheer on there, Gonzaga Bulldogs. And the Luffy. He's going to turn around, try and get the mid-range go, but he can't. There's another rebound for Coco Brass. He's going to push it up to Childs. It's fouls again. They look pretty similar.
And that was an awful shot there, Bubba. That shot by Luffy was almost as, hey, I've got to get my shots up, and I'm going to take this regardless. The payoff, but that's a great defense by Caden Shipp. Excellent second contest there by. That's one of the things that he is very well heralded by scouts for, and not very much noticed by the fans for. It's his two-way game, able to play defense and as well as offense. His defensive game is quite stout.
It is, I mean, he's going to find himself a career. Drives to the rim, can't get it to go. A thunderous slam on the other end for Gonzaga. Trying to grab some momentum here. 3-point game. Musa Mashad going in. Over Ranlosi. No shot there. No bucket. Ranlosi pushing it up the other way. Over to Bryce. Bryce has got Reese guarding. Going to use the screen, and they're going to call a block. Mark Few is absolutely fuming. He is fuming, Mark Few is. Yeah, he thinks that was a charge.
Tough call. Very tough call there.
Go either way there, and there you go, Rodrigo Falls going to draw the foul on Caden Shipp. Nope, it's TJ Childs. I'm going to get them mixed up all night now.
Not such a tough of a call there, Bubba. Clear foul there. And I'll say this is one of the things that this Alabama team does do well. And when they are struggling from the field, what they do find their way to is the charity stripe. They find their way to the stripe, and they get to the line, and they're not a terribly efficient team at the line, shooting just 63% on the season. But they get the other team in foul trouble. And that in SimWorld U, there's only so many interior defenders. So when you get those defenders in trouble, it pays dividends later in the game.
That it does now. I mean, I was only Caden Shipp first, so we've got 4 more to do. But it certainly don't hurt. And DJ Childs, that does hurt though. You can't miss the free throws. They call him free for a reason. Reese going to be aggressive, go to the rack. Big stop there. Lucy going to swing it back to Reese. Reese for 3 over Aaron Matthews, gets it to go. 1-point ball game, shot clock turned off. Alabama probably going to look to hold it for one last shot here. top of it. He's just winding this clock down, winding it down. 1 point lead. Wind it down. Look for that last momentum shot. Because right now Gonzaga's got the momentum on their side. And here comes DJ Childs off a couple screens. D. Anderson's going to keep himself. Go to the rack. Can't get it to go. That's going to be the end of our first half. Tide misses the final shot of the first half. 33-32. Crimson Tide up on the number 5 Bulldogs. Number 5 Gonzaga Bulldogs playing a hell of a game right now. Both teams back and forth. Now Cash, look at what you've seen so far. And despite the struggles offensively from Damian Luffy, Caden Shipp, this Gonzaga team is still very much so in the game. What do they need to do to just step it up a little bit?
Well, I'll say you took the words right out of my mouth. Despite all of the challenges and how bad Gonzaga has played, they are still within 1 point in this one, which tells you that this is within range. If they can pull their offense together, get their stalls rolling, and one of the main things that I've seen quite a bit in this first half is the spacing has been terrible for this team. If they get their spacing together, that offense starts to flow once again, as they are one of the better offenses in all of SimWorld U. Alabama maintain the defense. 30 percentage points from each team field goal is right in Alabama's wheelhouse.
And we'll be back for the second half after this. Welcome back here. Spokane, Washington. McCarthy Athletic Center. 1 point game here. Gonzaga got a little bit of a run going there before the end of the half. Still lackluster game for both Caden Ship and Damian Lewis. Caden Ship going to start off hot. Step back three, can't get it to go. Moose with a shot with the board. Block. Damian Luffy with the third chance. Gets the and one. Maybe he's going to get going. The freshman here is going to get going for Gonzaga. Give them an edge.
One of the things I've seen him do so far this season is we all know that he likes to operate in the paint with his back to the basket. But against some teams, he's got to get out on the perimeter and face up and take these guys to the rack. He has Levin Cutler or Dwan Epps guarding him at all times in this matchup. He's going to need to get more spacing, face up, use his quickness, because he is not going to back down either one of those kids.
Likely not. Oh, tough bucket there. Dwan Epps over the much larger Musa Mashad. Musa Mashad's got a good, he got a good 6 inches on him.
He's also got 4 blocks on the evening, and it's only halftime.
Oh, it's past halftime, Cash. Caden Ship gonna go around. There you go. Caden Ship and Damian Luffy coming out aggressive, trying to get themselves going. DJ Childs with it up top. He's gonna get a screen from Weaver. DJ Childs trying to find his way to the rack. Oh, and that is not the best shot I've ever seen.
And if you were an Alabama fan, you would say it was one of the worst shots that you have ever seen.
I will say, I know you're out here questioning my journalistic integrity, but I need you to stop that now. I'm a fan of good basketball, so I'm a fan of Alabama, and I'm a fan of Gonzaga. I like seeing what Caden Ship's doing right now. I like to see him keep doing it. I also like seeing that right there, Levin Cutler. He knows he's got a smaller defender on him. He takes him to the rack. That's good ball. That's good ball now.
Bubba, this kid is listed at 6'9". He looks a lot larger than 6'9", if you ask me.
Yeah, you got Damian Luffy listed at 6'8", and he's standing next to him. It looks like he's got a good 2 inches on him at least. So your Reese can't get it to go. On Epps gonna come the other way. He's gonna find DJ Childs, run down the court. They're gonna pull it back out, set up an offense. Weaver with the off-ball screen for Childs. DeJuan Epps gonna take it himself. Gonna be tough, and a poke away there from Damian Luffy. Caden Ship coming the other way.
I will say, even though they turned over the ball there, the spacing looks a lot better for Alabama so far this half, as does it for Gonzaga.
And they're going to space this out, let Luffy go to work down low, but great defense by Levin Cutler. He's going to make him kick it back out. East off the screen from Rashad. Over to Luffy. Shot clock winding down. He's going to take contested jumper. Gets it to go. In the face of Levin Cutler. What do you do about that one? Great defense is better offense.
That's what happens when you have great shot makers on a team. And that is the difference between a lot of these ranked teams that we see here in SimWorld Hoops. The ranked teams are the ones that have big shot makers. But I'm getting word from producers that it is your time. You're on deck, Bubba. See, you're on deck. It's your time.
I'm on deck because there's a live EM giveaway coming. Once the stream gets over 50 views, when you're in the chat, you'll have a chance. You'll have a chance to win. My second category will let you know who won. We gotta get up to 50 views first. Gets 50 views during the stream. Ain't nobody getting no EM. I'm not giving anybody nothing. Get there, I'll hand them out like candy.
And if anyone wants to throw old Cash Everett a few EMs, I will gladly take them, as there are apparently some new laws here that may make things difficult. Throw some EMs my way. Greatly appreciated.
Nobody throwing no EMs your way, Cash.
Does the word hater ring a bell at all, Bubba?
Absolutely. It's my life's mission to be a hater sometimes. Luffy with the foul. Levin Cutler Freshman on freshman crime right there. Don't go to the line. Remember, these are free now. These are free throws. They're free. A chance to tie this back up for the Tide. Gets the first. What a composed young man. I mean, he comes from a, I don't know if you know anything about SimWorld Prep, Cash. It's not quite at SimWorld U level, but it's a high school circuit. He comes from a program known as Beast of the East. Very composed team. Very good coach there in Coach Drayton. And so he came prepared for the SimWorld U level. And one for Caden Ship. Gonna put him up a bucket and have a chance to put him up 3. Oh, they got the home team on their side. Got the home crowd on their side, I mean. And, I mean, that, like you said, they got the shot makers in this one. They got the best shot makers in this game. So it'll be interesting to see if those two can continue to kind of heat up as they have so far this half. And the defense from Gonzaga has been much better this half as well. But Levin Cutler's on a tear right now. I don't know how you keep ending up with the 5'10" Ilya Reese on him, but he's going to take that one to church every single time. DJ Childs coming off screen. He's going to pass up the jumper. He's going to try and go inside a little midi. And get it to go. And Gonzaga with a chance to extend their lead even more. Down to Luffy. You got Cutler guarding him. 2 freshmen been going at it this half. Evan Cutler with the block. Childs over to Cutler. Absolutely. We got a good back and forth here. Both teams going all out. Weaver got Caden Ship on him. He's going to try and go down low. Not really his game. Back out. Oh, Levin Cutler showing off some handles to the big man. Over to DJ Childs, and he's got the 7'3" Musa Mashad on him. You got to assume he's got a quickness advantage. Come off the screen, pull up for the jumper, get it to go. 1 point game here. Back and forth we go. Gonzaga will try to enter. Ilya Reese has it poked away. There it is. We talked about those 2 steals of the game earlier for DJ Childs. And he gets one there. Draws the foul. Can't get it to go. But that's going to be Mashad's second foul. DJ Childs, now we did talk about how he's kind of taken a different role with this team than what some people might have thought. Not being kind of that world beater player that some people know him to have the talent to be. But he can still flip that switch. And he absolutely can take over a game when he's able.
Well, I tell you, Bubba, I have my tickets. I'm not sure if I'll be calling any games, but I already have my tickets to Hoop Stereo, and hopefully I have my ticket for Chicago for the quad, where I believe that we will see this Alabama team. And when you speak of DJ Childs, and you speak of him taking a back seat and not being the world beater that people think he is, he shows up in the biggest moments. Where you ask me if I knew about SimWorld Prep, well, of course I know about SimWorld Prep. It's one of the biggest things on the scene right now in amateur basketball, if you will. But we've seen that he shows up when the bright lights are on. It is regular season now. We know the season begins for a lot of these teams when Hoop Stereo begins.
Absolutely, and great offensive board there by Cromwell, crashing the boards. Giving his team a second chance. They can't convert. It's the Alabama team who just took a lead. They're trying to extend it. Over to Childs. Just talked about him, see if he's going to continue taking over. He goes for the handoff. It's to the right. Can't get it to go. Gets his on board. Going to kick it out. Quincy Henderson. Quincy Henderson's been quiet in this game so far. And Conwell's going to get the reach-in foul there. Again, Quincy Henderson, he's played the most minutes in this game for Alabama. He's a two-way player, great defender, but he's only got 2 points on 1 for 2 from the field. You almost wonder if they want to start seeing him be a little bit more aggressive right now and kind of going at the rim, doing the things we know he can. Great two-way player, and he's an aggressive offensive player when it comes to getting to the rack.
And we're hearing Coach Oates actually signaling to him now. It's almost as if you're psychic there, brother.
My grandma thought that she was a witch. I don't believe in witch because my grandma sure thought she was a witch.
A witch?
I don't know if y'all got witches over there.
I feel like you held some of these on for me because you knew I was on broadcast today. A Salem witch or just a witch? It doesn't matter either way. Don't worry.
I say she's a witch. That's what I said. Say she's a witch.
Well, it's a little hard to understand you. You have such a funny accent there, Bubba. Such a weird accent. It's hard to make out a few times, but love you either way.
Yes, Cash. I do like popcorn. Thank you for asking. Oh, Quincy Anderson with the spin to the rack and blocked by Caldwell. Comes racing down the lane for the recovery block there after getting beat on the spin move. What a defensive effort there for the freshman.
Not often you get to hear this, but great offense, but even better defense.
Hey, you don't get to hear that often.
Great tip out there on Machado. I'm a big fan of this Machado kid. He does all of the little things that you want in a big man. He grabs balls. He protects the paint. He puts the ball on the floor like you see it there. Protects it and finishes over the smaller defender. The hustle, the heart. I love everything about this kid's game.
There's something about a 7-foot human running around the basketball court that is just fun to watch, I'll tell you that.
As opposed to 7 foot what?
7'3". And Losey gets the foul. That's going to be Charlene Charmin Magic.
Try it one more time, Bubba. One more.
Charmin Ultra Soft. Charmin Ultra Soft is what I keep my house stocked with. 2-ply always, Ultra Soft. I'll deal with 1-ply stuff there, Cash.
I think we're going to just call him Kylo for the rest of this. You can call him Kylo. I, being the Brit that I am, will do it correctly as Shara Lampopoulos. I'll handle his name. You handle the big calls.
All right, that sounds like a deal I can get behind.
Just like you guys and you calling them hamburgers. It's beef! It's beef, Bubba!
Beef? Grade A? USDA grade beef?
Yet you call it a hamburger. Tie ball game here, though, Bubba. I don't want to take anything away from this game. We've got quite a matchup here for the late game here this evening on CBS.
Absolutely. We're here in the McCarthy Athletic Center, more lovingly known as the Kennel here by fans. And this place is rocking as we approach the halfway point of the second half. Ren Losey, he's got Cannon Storms on him, much smaller defender, and he gets that to go. There's another 7-footer doing his job.
I would say it is just about Kate and ship time. What do you say?
I'd say you're right, but great defense there from Coco Brass.
Coco! Excellent defense from Coco.
There's Cannon Storm. Rodrigo Falls gets it to go. That's a tough market there to tie the game back up.
Cannon Storms, Mishawaka, Indiana. Now that is absolutely tough. Mishawaka, Indiana's finest. The sophomore. Only 3 points a game. Big time bucket there as we see Aaron Matthews. answer back.
And Matthews, another guy averaging under 4 points a game, but gets a big bucket there in a timely moment. Oh, great pass into Conwell. Losey on him. Losey with the attempt to swat that one, but Conwell, slithery little shot getting it through there.
He is crafty. Able to get it off. He's got quite the length there, but he is crafty, as you say. What a pass!
Looks like he got caught up in the air there. Looks like he's going for the shot and decided not to. But a great kick out. Can't hit the shot there, Rodrigo Falls. Ran Losey trying to guard Katie Shipp here. Good defense there.
Neither team able to pull away here, Bubba.
And Matthew with it again, tips it out. Coco Bryce going to get a hold of it. Over to Falls. And Nate Oates going to take a timeout here with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Interesting choice here for the Crimson Tide. But they won't talk things over. Big possessions here. Every possession is a big possession right now in this game.
I've had 3 people try to eat me today. 3! Ooh, lucky penny. Anyway, sometimes I wish I were human.
Whoa! Look at me! I'm human! Do you want to eat me?
No.
Do you want to eat me?
No thanks.
No? Would you like to eat me? Nobody wants to eat me! I'm the luckiest!
You dropped your lucky penny.
Man, I look good.
You're still short and bald.
Welcome back here now, tie ball game. Alabama with the ball, 6 seconds left on the shot clock. We'll go Bryce with it. We'll take the screen. We'll take the off-balance jumper and get it to go.
He is cash money. Cash.
And I'll tell you what, he's still got some. He's not a guy who gets a lot of minutes for this Alabama team. But I don't understand why Coach Nate Oates doesn't use him more. Now, maybe it's because, that spark plug effect that he's got is best used in small spurts. But every time he's on the floor, he is making plays, making big plays, passing the ball well, defending well. He's making this is a kid you got to look forward to. And you got to think that next year, with DJ Childs likely heading off to the SWBA, that we're going to see a lot more Coco Bryce for this program going forward.
So who do you play? Whose minutes do you take away if you're playing Coco more? I'm a big Coco fan now. I told you he's my favorite player in all of the SWU. But who are you playing? Are you sitting DJ Childs, who's widely regarded as a first-round pick for the SWBA? Are you sitting the shooting prowess of an Aiden Weaver? Are you sitting Quincy Henderson, who may be a first-rounder in a lottery pick in some people's eyes?
Well, like I just said, I think there's a reason. Yeah, he's going to become a bench player behind those guys, and that's why I said I think next year with Quincy off to the SWBA, DJ Childs off to the SWBA, Juan Epps possibly and likely off to the SWBA. I think we are going to see a lot more of him next year, but as he gets right now, the play he gets right now, he does a lot with a little time. So, you got to love that. You got to love having role players who step up in their role when they get a chance. Tied up by 2.
Musa Mashard there again. Very hard to move him around on the court. As you saw, Dwan Epps with the spin move, dropped his shoulder, tried to push Mashard out of the way, but his lower base, very strong fellow, was unable to be moved there.
Leah Reese with it. They're going to call block. Got bailed out there with under 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Juan Epps with a blocking foul on Ilya Reese. And NATO is not happy about that one. I can see why he is furious with Juan Epps. Gotta move your feet better. You can't be bailing him out of possessions like that. They're gonna set the shot clock back to 14 seconds and give him a much better chance to get a bucket.
Questionable call at best.
At best. Aiden Weaver with the good defense on Caden Ship. He's gonna come the other way. Unload to Epps. Mashard guarding him. Gonna show off the post moves. Get it to go over the 7'3" Musa Mashard. Great post work there from Dwan Epps.
Leads this team in scoring, leads this team in rebounding, has done it for multiple seasons now. The senior showing his veteran leadership. Big time shot by Conway.
Well, he's one of those dudes who will show up and do the little things, but he can make some big plays in big moments. Very versatile forward there, Yvonne Comwell is. If you're on the stream, I assume you love sports. And always better when you bring your friends. And don't gatekeep SimWorld. You gotta let your friends, your family, your grandma, your cousins, your sisters, your brothers, your moms, your dads, your friends from school, your friends from whatever else you do in your life. I mean, let them all know. I mean, it can benefit you too for any head coaches signing on. They're going to get 5,000 EM. You refer a head coach, you're going to get an EM bonus. Your super fan referrals are going to get an EM bonus. You can send them over to simworldsports.com to get some more information, and then straight over to discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. That's where you're going to join in on the world and the immersion and become a part of this great community that we've got here.
You've got to invite someone. You never know. You never know who may enjoy this. I had a good friend, had no idea that this would be something that would be in his wheelhouse. Goes by the name of Dick Plays. Dick Plays. You may have seen him around. He's been seen around SimWorld and he absolutely loves it. Totally immersed. So be sure to share it with someone else. I know that Dick Plays is absolutely pleased that I shared this with him myself.
I'm sure he is, and DJ Child's going to be aggressive. Get a foul there. Tied up 2, and DJ Child's going to the line. It's a tight one here. We've dropped down below the 10, right to the Kanye West 808 mark. DJ Child's at the line. Remember, these are free throws here. DJ Child's out of Billings, Montana. Never heard of the place, but probably beautiful. That whole state is gorgeous.
Montana. That is in the U.S.?
It's in the U.S.
No one knows.
Beautiful, beautiful place.
I'll never see
a lot of people. A lot of people there. Yes, but that's why it's been able to stay so beautiful.
I guarantee you, Bubba, I will never, ever see that place as long as I live.
Well, I believe that. Niles misses the second three-point game here. Comwell with the board.
So I'm wondering, if I were to make this statement, Bubba, what is your thoughts on this? The pace of the game absolutely favors Alabama, but the momentum in this game favors Gonzaga. Awkward dichotomy there, but would you agree?
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. I'd agree with you there. It's honestly an astute observation there from you, Cash.
Quincy Henderson with the cash money from deep.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. And there you go, finally getting Quincy Henderson involved. That'll play well for him for the rest of this game. They can get him more involved. Oh, Damian Luffy. Tough shot there, gets it to go. 2-point game. Shaw goes up for the lob, can't get it to go. Had's going to have another chance to extend their lead here. It really has been back and forth. Neither team has gotten more than about a 5-point lead this entire game. Truly a back and forth contest.
The Battle of the Titans. Number 3, number 5. One of the better offensive teams in SimWorld U going head to head with one of the better defensive teams. Which one will win out, offense or defense?
Let's find out now. 6 minutes left in the contest. Weaver with the ball. Oh, he's going to shake him up, shoot the jumper, gets it to go. I didn't even know Aiden Weaver got that in his bag to handle the ball like that, but what a move.
Beautiful move. Looks as if Caden Ship was expecting the 3 early on, but he kept the ball in his hands. Remember, youngsters, keep your dribble. That's what Aiden Weaver did just there, and he was able to get an even better shot.
Yep, over Weaver, can't get it to go. Alabama with a chance to take an even bigger lead here. It looks like Cutler's got Caden Ship on him. You think about maybe getting him in the post. They're going to run a double screen for Weaver here. Weaver's going to pull it. Can't get that one to go. Up to Ilya Reese. Over Quincy Henderson. Not going to fall.
I'm not sure I would have put that one up if I was Reese. With the crazy athletic Quincy Henderson there. Would not have been me.
Evan Cutler can't get to go. It's the ball, puts it back. Strong move. 11 Cutler, what's the call here?
Believe it, they called it goaltending. Even though it went in, that was a goaltending call. Largest lead of the game here for either team. The 6-point lead for Alabama.
Absolutely, 6-point lead, just under 5 minutes to play here. Ilya Reese to the rack, can't get it to go over DeJuan Epps. They better figure something out offensively quick here because the tide is starting to roll. And Epps to the rack, can't get it to fall. Big possession here for Gonzaga. They need to see something on offense, and they do. Great job running the floor by the 7-footer. Musa Mashal gets the pass from his former teammate, Giovanni Conway.
Both of these teams looking quite a bit disjointed offensively. Gonzaga taking better care of the ball, much better care of the ball. They're getting more quality shots than Alabama's, looking out of sorts here. Of their own doing, I might say. Ella Reese forcing the action here, but just under 4 minutes to go. It is time for the ball to go to the stars on each of these teams because they both have stars.
You think so?
Oh my goodness!
Shit! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
What a play!
What in the Sam hell was that?
Right on cue, he threw it up. Caden Ship with the alley-oop, with the underestimated athleticism to catch that alley from behind his head. We've got a 2-point game.
I didn't even know a human could fly up that high. See, Henderson can't get it to go, and Gonzaga's going to have a chance to tie this one up. Right back to it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This game's just like a seesaw now.
Spacing looking good for this team. Caden Ship finds himself wide open. The most open shot he's had all night and unable to get it to go.
A pass to Epps. Epps with the slam off the pass from Cutler. This Tide team's not going down that easy. Conwell with it. Down low to Luffy. Luffy with the turnaround jumper. Early in the shot clock to be taking that one, Cash.
That's also not a great shot. I guarantee you that is not what Coach Few was looking for on that possession. Possibly a 4-point swing here because of the ill-advised shot with just under 3 minutes to go.
Absolutely, and now you got DJ Childs at the line. He's got a chance to put it back up to a 6-point game. And you really don't know which way this one's going to go. Momentum's been going back and forth in this final 10 minutes of this game. 6 points, like we said, 6 points is the biggest lead either team has held. Had held not that long ago.
Not supposed to check our phones during these games, but I did just get a call, or rather a text from my mom, sent a text and said, a shame, but someone has to lose this game.
It is a shame. Both teams played exceptionally well. Top 5 teams, you shouldn't have expected anything less here. And what a treat we got here on CBS tonight, as the Gonzaga is going to take a timeout talking through it. And if you love SimWorld, and I don't know why you haven't already done this, if you haven't, but keep chatting it up in the feed, but like the video as well. Share it like we talked about with all your friends. Get the word out. Let everybody know what's good, where the place to be is. Make sure you're liking the videos. Nothing goes farther than a simple like. If everybody does it, you're going to see a lot.
Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang!
Now there's a steal by Murr. Underneath the DJ.
What's this gonna be?
Lead pass.
Stop it! Stop it! Do not do him like that!
Now goes to roll. Ran to the three-pointer out front.
Hit him! Yes, he did! Iguodala up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. Trying not to use it. Curry way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life. Up down. Up high, down hard. Is this the Game series. Toronto is won.
Well, we did it. We sealed the bad out and the good in. Take a second and look around you. Go ahead. We have everything we've always wanted. We'll want for nothing.
Excuse me. I really love it here.
Thank you.
We have all these beautiful avocados from Mexico, but where are the chips?
I'm sorry?
The chips are outside.
Why are they outside?
The chips are outside!
I want a Chris Elliott autograph. Hi.
Wait! Please, avocados taste great on lots of things. See? Avocado toast. We can still make this work.
Oh, Wi-Fi's down.
No.
Avocados from Mexico.
Welcome back here. 6-point lead here for Alabama Crimson Tide at the McCarthy Athletic Center, lovingly known as the Kennel by fans of the program. Oh, 6-point game here in Cash. What does Gonzaga need to do to kind of mitigate what is technically the biggest lead in the game? That'll help.
All I can say is it's just been back and forth. As you said, like a seesaw. And I think this game is going to come down to which team is going to have the bigger shots. There may be a couple of stops here and there. There's a big time shot from Quincy Henderson.
Yeah, he was real quiet through the first, I'd say even about 30 minutes of game time. He's hit a couple big timely shots, had that 3. That one there, that's a big one. He's coming alive when they need. Chip with it. You got Weaver guarding him. Get the screen from Rashad. He's going to pull up from deep. Gets it to go. Caden Ship. Call him Mr. Clutch. I mean, he's always showing up in the big moments.
That was a deep 3 as well. Beautiful pass there from DJ Charles. And I believe Musa Mashad got a hand on his 6th block of the game. 5th or 6th big time block there from Musa Mashad.
A lot of blocks. Not going down to this crowd is roaring right now. Trying to impact the game as much as they can. A little weed going on here in the corner for the pad. End up in DJ Child's hands up top. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Got Ilya Reese on an island down 11. Cutler is going to post up. Aiming Luffy. Turnaround jumper from Ledden. Oh, in and out there. That's points on a pop-up shot.
Just rims out. What a pass! What a pass! What a finish! What a finish, Bubba!
Great second effort there from the 7-footer Musa Mashad. I mean, you've been giving him high praise all game, but he truly does do so many things well, and he just does his job.
This crowd has come alive now in the final minutes of this game. Gonzaga with a chance. If they can get a stop, they do get a stop there as Levin does not finish.
35 seconds left, and here we go. Game time here. Damian Luffy gonna take a shot, can't get it to go, and that felt rushed. They don't have to foul here. The freshman took a contested shot early in the shot clock, and now they're gonna have to play the free throw game.
We've seen this a few times this season, in this young season already, Bubba, where we've seen Damian Luffy put up ill-advised shots in the final minutes. This is what you see when you start a freshman on your squad. There are times of low IQ, not the greatest shot selection there, and this may come back to bite the Gonzaga Bulldogs here.
Even if he makes the second one, which he does, it's still a 1-possession game here. 26 seconds left to go. And Cash, you always got to ask this question. You're down 3, about 27 seconds left. What are you doing here? You looking for a 3 to tie it up? Wasting some shot clock? You going for a quick 2 and continue playing the foul game? Hope they miss one. What's your game plan here if you're Mark Few?
Again, I'll come right back to it. Number 1, this ball has got to go to Caden Ship. It's got to be in his hands. Let him be the decision maker. He has struggled so far tonight. Yes, he has. But what he's shown the ability to do throughout his career so far is hit the big shot. Now, the other thing you want to do is you ask, if I'm Coach Few, I want to go for a quick 2-pointer. No need to rush 4-3 because you're playing an Alabama team who shoots 63% from the free throw line. How do they hit them in the clutch? We just saw DJ Charles hit him in the clutch. Well, I'm going to play by the numbers, and I'm going to bank that Alabama is unable to hit this last shot. I've talked about what this last play is going to be because we have no more timeouts drawn up, and that is my play.
Well, here we go. Game coming to a close. Been a great one. The ball is in Caden Ship's hands, over to Comwell, over to Reese, who has been great tonight. Ball's going to be in his hand for this final, what could be the final possession for Gonzaga.
It's like they're going for 3.
Stopped by Childs. Caden Ship with it. Caden Ship
no way! No way! That could not be what they drew up, Bubba. There's no way. But the game is tied up now with 10 seconds to go.
Well, I mean, they may very well have drawn up, give the ball to Caden Ship and let him do his thing, and he did his thing. I mean, we've seen it time and time again through his time in prep and his time so far in SimWorld View. I mean, Caden Ship is just a big shot maker. It's what he does. He does it again here.
He has done it time, and that's, again, we talk about big-time players hitting big-time shots. There was no bigger shot in this game so far than the one that Caden Shipp has just now hit. We've seen big shots from Damian Luffy. We've seen bad shots from Damian Luffy. We've seen big shots from Quincy Henderson and DJ Childs, even at the Chatty stripe here down the clutch. But Caden Shipp, 6 for 20, 30%, has not hit a three all game long. He says, don't worry about it. Give me the ball. I'm going to knock it down where it matters most.
Absolutely, and with 10 seconds left, so we'll see where the Tide goes to this one. Who's going to take the shot? What kind of shot we're looking at? 8 seconds left. Big Child trying to get free. He's going to get it down 11 colors, leading the team in scoring. 11 colors to the right. It's to go. 29 seconds with the contact. 11 color. Get to the go. They're not even going to get a shot off. And the Tide win it in the final seconds after a heroic three from Caden Shipp, Cash.
What a finish to this game.
What a finish here.
The crowd is stunned, Bubba.
Yeah, I'm genuinely speechless. 76-74. Thanks for being here with us on CBS tonight. Remember that SimWorld Sports is the only place you can see the game. Thank you to Cash. Thank you to myself. Thank you to these two teams. What a game. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you next time.